Welcome to Fred Armand Toomer Elementary. I am the principal, Miss Ashley Adamo, and we are so glad that you are all here. I'm especially glad that all 352 thereabouts of you are here too. So thanks for participating this morning. We're here this morning because we have a special event. What do we have down there in between the school and the field? A brand new what? Yes. We have a brand new playground, and there's something special about that playground. It is an inclusive playground, and that means people with all different abilities are able to get on that playground and play together. And I've seen you do that over the past few weeks, but today we're going to make it official, okay? So we have a lot of special guests here this morning who are going to say a few words, and I want you to be just as respectful as you're being right now to show them how much we appreciate them taking time out of their busy schedules to be here. But the purpose of today is to celebrate our brand new inclusive playground. And I want to acknowledge some people that helped make that happen before I introduce our first speaker. So I first want to acknowledge Farmers Insurance, who provided the $100,000 it took to build that playground. I also want to thank Landscape Structures because they thoughtfully presented each piece of equipment to our playground committee, and we selected those just for you. So Landscape Structures did a fantastic job planning that. If you are a member of Procurement Services in APS, please stand and give a wave. These men and women helped us get all the paperwork and the money and the planning done. So I really want to give a special shout out to Mr. Sellers and his department. APS Partnerships, I know we have Ms. McDowell here. Ms. McDowell, if you'll give a wave. APS Partnership help us partner with farmers to get the money. And I want to give a huge, from the bottom of my heart, a thank you to APS Facilities. Have you seen how great our yard looks out there in the field? And now we have erosion control and we have new mulch, and they helped us plan all of the equipment and worked with Landscape Structures. So if you are a member of the APS Facilities team, please stand. Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Thank you. All of the facilities team went above and beyond. But Marvin Brown, can you please stand? Marvin Brown, can you please stand? So Mr. Brown was our project manager from facilities, and do you know that some mornings I would ride up on my bicycle and Mr. Brown would already be out there making sure that the equipment was being installed correctly, that the landscaping was looking right, and that everything was on track. So I want us to give a special round of applause for Marvin Brown. And of course, I want to thank Dr. Karstarfin, our superintendent of schools, and our Atlanta Board of Education, because without them, we wouldn't have this school building and these teachers and the playground. And last but not least, I want to introduce Miss Emily Max. You all know Mrs. Max as a kindergarten teacher. She is an outstanding instructor and an outstanding employee, and she always goes above and beyond. And she had this vision for this playground before we even ever heard a single word about it. And here's what's cool, and each of you are capable of doing this. When you have a dream or a vision up here, you can make it happen. And that's what Ms. Max did. She spent hours and hours and hours writing and planning and dreaming and connecting and asking people to vote in order to build her dream. So I want to introduce Miss Emily Max.
I have my speech in my pocket. Welcome to Toomer's brand new inclusive playground ribbon cutting ceremony. Today we celebrate the grand opening of our accessible play space. Today marks the culmination of an idea that began about 4 years ago. I had a professor, Dr. Salson, who urged his students to look at the world through a different lens, a lens of someone who might have different abilities than yourself. As I completed the assignment, I realized that though our current playground was accessible, it might be difficult for some students to navigate. It became my dream to create an addition to the playground, so that all of our students had easier access to independent play with their peers. Last year, I came across a commercial from Farmers Insurance, encouraging people to thank a teacher who made a significant impact on their education. I took a minute to fill out a note to Dr. Salson on the Farmers Insurance website, and then I shared it with everybody that I knew so that they could thank a teacher that made a difference in their life too. Well, I was delighted to get an email from a former student. It was thanking me just for being his teacher, and because of this thank you note, I was able to submit an application to Farmer Insurance's Dream Big Challenge. I knew this was an opportunity to make my dream come true. I am so thankful to so many of you who have been with me every step of the way so that this day would finally come. I am so grateful to Farmers Insurance for $100,000 to make all of this possible. I appreciate that Farmers knows that teachers have big dreams for their students and provides them with the opportunity to make them come true. Thank you, Farmers, for allowing me to dream big. We are all winners because of your generosity. I would also like to thank Dr. Karstarfin for creating a buzz about the project on social media. Without your social media savvy, I would never have been able to #MaxOutTheVote. Miss Adamo, thank you. Thank you for helping me navigate this project from start to finish. You have worked so hard to make all of the pieces of this process come together. And thank you, Marvin Brown, our project manager, and Brent Bailey, the contract services administrator, for working through all of the details and making our playground perfect. Landscape structures. Landscape structures, your playground equipment is as beautiful as it is functional. You provide a product with a variety of options for independence and interaction. Thank you to the Inclusive Playground Committee, a group of specialists, teachers, and parents who turned an idea into a plan and a plan into action. I appreciate the letters of support from the PTA and all of the votes from the Kirkwood Neighbors organization. Ms. Lango, you have helped our class run smoothly with surprises, visitors, and camera crews. You are an amazing educator and an amazing friend. Dr. Salson, thank you for encouraging me to think about every student and their needs in a different way. And thank you to Grover, my sweet student, who wrote a note that meant the world to me. I am so grateful to all of my friends, my family, and my school community, and every person near and far who took the time to vote for this project every single day. My dream for inclusive play would not have been realized without you. Thank you.
We will now have Anissa Few Davenport, a representative from Farmers Insurance, come up.
Woohoo! We're excited today. I want to ask the other representatives from Farmers to please stand and or raise your hand to be recognized. Jay Herndon and Ted Williams. Thank you so much. I want to give you guys a little education right now. Everybody who knows the Farmers Jingle, please raise your hand. Okay, we got a few who don't. Okay, so I'm going to teach it to you, and we're all going to do it together, okay? So the Farmers Jingle is, we are farmers. Bump, ba, bump, bump, bump. Okay? So on the count of 3, we're all going to do the Farmers Jingle, okay? 1, 2, 3. We are farmers. Bump, ba, bump, bump, bump. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I got too much excitement. Okay. Good morning, everybody. As she said, I am Anissa Few Davenport. I'm actually a farmer's agent here in Atlanta, and I'm so happy to be here this morning. I'm honored to be a sponsoring agent for Ms. Max's proposal and to go along with her on this journey. It's been fabulous to see the actual day when she found out. I don't think she knew what to say. To the actual day when we came out to do the presentation to today. It's been wonderful, and Farmers is so privileged to be a part of the community. Farmers recognizes that teachers are important. You are important, and we trust and support everything that you do. Actually, I want to also congratulate Mrs. Max and you guys on your new playground. I saw it when we came in. It's beautiful. So congratulations and thank you.
Now we will have Ken Erdos come up. He is the founder of Architectural Design Specialties.
Good morning. On behalf of Landscape Structures, I would like to thank Atlanta Public Schools and more specifically Toomer Elementary for the opportunity to be here today. You have a group of teachers and administrators who know how important play is, and they gave us an opportunity to present to them, and here we are on a very, very special day. The other thing that was so absolutely incredible about Ms. Adamo and everybody else on the committee is how they truly understood that play is a critical part of learning. And it was very important for them to do it right, and for that we are also really excited and privileged to be a part of your day today. So with that being said, I can't sing, so otherwise I would try the farm thing, but not that, we'll leave that for later. But what we want you to do is enjoy your time on the playground. Understand that this playground is for people of all abilities, and it should be a social opportunity for all of you to get together and play together and learn together. Thank you.
We'll have Matt Westmoreland, our Board of Education representative, come forward for a few remarks.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Good. All right. I want to tell you a quick story. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. 25 months ago today, I sat in a classroom with Dr. C, and I sat in a classroom with Miss CBB, and 7 other adults, and we sat around a table in that classroom, and we said, we need to come up with a vision for what this school system could be. Remember when Miss Adamo talked about how Miss Max had a vision and she saw something in her head? Remember that? Okay. So we sat in that classroom and we spent all day coming up with 4 sentences about what our vision was. And our vision was that we would have a school and a whole bunch of schools all over the city where students love to learn. Raise your hand if you love to learn. There we go. Where students love to learn, where educators and teachers inspire, where our parents engage, and where everybody who lives out there in our neighborhood wants to work with us, right? And I was thinking about that on the stage, and about how our goal is for teachers to inspire, and how Miss Max took her idea and she inspired thousands of people to vote for that idea. And she inspired this organization to give us $100,000 to build that idea. And she inspires all of you every single day by being your teacher and setting an example and making school exciting and fun to come to. So on the count of 3, will you join me and we're going to say, thank you, Miss Max. You ready? You want to count with me? 1, 2, 3.
And now it is my honor to introduce Dr. Maria Karstarf and our Superintendent of Schools.
Hey. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm so super excited to be here. Just for the record, I've already played on the playground a couple of times at different phases in the process, and I'm telling you, you're up for a good time on our inclusive playground. Who is excited? And I need you to like scream from the bottom of your heart how excited you are about being on that playground. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. All right, so in appreciation, I agree. Everyone here has been thanked, but I just want to say 2 other big thank yous. One is that I know from a position of leadership, when you think about dreaming, you can have all the greatest ideas in the world, but the truth is, you can't really dream your dream without having other people help and support you. I need you to help me by turning your beautiful faces toward your teachers all over the school. Look at your teacher and blow them sweet kisses of appreciation for supporting Miss Max in her dream building for the inclusive playground. All right. Thank you, teachers at Toomer. But the other group of people that I just want to say are super special are your parents. And I know some of them are here today. If you're a parent, can you please stand up so we can recognize you? I need any parent here. Thank you. Thank you, parents. Because Toomer's a very special little school. And it's a school in the Jackson cluster. And we need all of our families who live in this cluster and around this school to choose Toomer to attend so that every kid can get a great education here and enjoy that inclusive playground. So if you know anyone who isn't coming to your school but is your age and is your neighbor or goes to church with you or goes to the grocery store with you, you make sure you tell them how great your school is and how they should come to Toomer Elementary so they can play on your playground, right? And I will close by doing one cheer for our beloved kindergarten teacher who had this big dream for Toomer Elementary. And the way we're going to do it is I'm going to call out the letters of her name, and I need you to show by using your arms and your voice, right, in a call and response. When I call it out, you respond to me. So we're going to practice. Her last name is what? Her last name is what? Okay, the first letter is what? So you're going to do an M. Okay? The second letter is what? The second letter is what? So you're going to do an A. All right? The third letter is what? The third letter is what? So then you're going to do X. Straight out arms, right? Your little legs if they were, yeah, okay. So I'm going to call it out, and you got to do each thing when I respond. Come on up here. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Give me an M. You've got your M. You've got your M. Give me an A. You've got your A. You've got your A. Give me an X. You've got your X. You've got your X. What's that spell? What's that spell? What's that spell? Thank you, Emily Max, for your dream and your vision for our schools. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that I know you're an inspiration for people like me, but it is all about other teachers and folks who can inspire your beautiful minds and hearts to not only be great students, but to grow up and be great teachers like this. I hope you'll remember this moment for the rest of your life. Every time you play on that playground, you remember that a teacher helped make this possible. I love you all, and I hope you have the best school year ever on the Toomer Inclusive Playground.